Okay, my disclaimer is I'm sick, so I sound funny. Got it, everybody? All right. So this is 4.4, and we're talking here just about discount today. Discount, which was also called mark down. Most of the time they'll use that as a verb, like this has been marked down or a mark down, you know, like they'll use that as a verb. You guys ever go shopping? Yeah, especially this time of year. Okay, today is 12/6, I believe. And this is period whatever you are. And the EQ is still about money. Money and percents, right? We're still on that same theme. Okay. The first definition word we had in the book was discount. So on the left-hand side, we're going to put discount / markdown. And that is the sale price you could also put money taken off an original price. Okay, easy definition, not a tricky thing. So we're going to go right into the examples. Example 1. And we just have a couple examples today. So let's say there's a $22 shirt and it's 25% off. In your book it showed you two ways, right? The first way was multiply by 0.25 and then subtract. But then I said the shortcut way is a lot faster. So the shortcut way is what we're going to do today, okay? So we take 100%, we subtract 25%. This is the stuff you would do in your head, right? You wouldn't have to really do this in your calculator. And that equals 75%. So the shortcut is to just subtract from 100%. And then you take your $22 shirt and you multiply that by 0.75 instead of doing 0.25. So what that's saying is you're going to pay 75% of that original price. Does that make sense to you guys? Mm-hmm. Okay, 25% off, or you're going to pay 75% of that original price. And that works out to $16.50. Yes?
Will the other classes be watching this?
They will. They heard you talk quite a lot last time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, example 2. This is a little outdated problem, but that's okay. We have a $250 cell phone. It's outdated because it's probably more money now, right?
Yeah.
And it is 30% off. But we have to pay tax on this one. So we're going to add a 7% tax. Sales tax. Okay, so if we want to use the shortcut method, what are we going to multiply it by? That's not the shortcut. I heard a lot of 0.30s, but that's not the shortcut. 0.7, right? So 100%, what Jason said, minus 30% equals 70%. So we're going to take the $250, multiply that by 0.7. Now we're paying 70% of the original price. What's the shortcut to add the tax?
Put 1 in front of it.
Yeah, 1 point, and it's 7%, so what should I put here?
7.
0.
0, 7.
If you do 1.7, you're going to pay too much in tax because that's like paying 70%. Okay, so in one swoop we can do this shortcutted problem, and it should work out to obviously something less than 250, right?
Yeah.
And this one works out to $187.25.
Yes.
So there you go. Get a discount on your cell phone. Any questions so far? Yes.
I got 175.
You got 175? Did you add the tax?
Oh, never mind. I didn't have this 7.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trusting you. I was going to double check in my calculator. Times 0.7 times 1.07. And nope, I still got that. Yes?
Can't you, so it's 30% off,
Uh-huh.
plus tax equals 7%. Can't that be 27%? Because you're minusing, the 7% tax.
No, it doesn't. I see what you're saying, but it's not really working that way. It doesn't work out if you do it all together like that. You might get confused. It's better to just take the discount and then multiply by the tax. Okay? But I see where you're going. Because tax is like at the end of a transaction. You get a subtotal and then they do the tax. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a U try. A couple U tries. Alright, U try number 1. You are going to get a $64 jacket. Of course, it's on sale. And we're going to give you 20% off. So you try that one, see if you can get it. I recommend you use the shortcut, but it's up to you.
Wait, is it tax?
No tax. We'll be in Oregon for all of our shopping here.
Yay.
At least for our jacket shopping and our shirt shopping. Yeah, just raise your hand, but don't say it out loud. Everyone's trying to get there. Anybody have it yet? I don't see any hands. Quick calculator problem, right? Okay, who has it? Just the front row has it? Oh, Cameron has it too?
I think I have it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, what is it?
$12.80.
Whoa, that's a cheap jacket.
I know, $12.80. That's wrong.
It's only $12?
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
$51.
Yes.
$51.
Okay,
They forgot to subtract it by
They
the
did.
real number.
so 100 minus 20 is 80%. So you take 64 times 0.8. Oh, yes?
Right here, I got it right. I know.
I know why most people got it wrong too. They multiplied by 0.2 maybe or something.
Yeah, and then they forgot to.
Yeah, and they didn't subtract.
Yeah, I think they subtracted 64 minus 1.
Yes, they could have done that too. You're right. Okay, let's do another one because some people are not paying attention in here.
Use common sense
7, yeah, that's not so common.
though. 50% of 30.
$7.50. Let's say we're buying a very fancy Christmas card for somebody. And we're going to get 20% off again. That doesn't change. However, we're buying this in California, so we're going to have to pay tax. So we're going to say 5.75% tax. You can look at example 2 for help. You're going to have to round on this one to the nearest cent. Anyone think they know it yet? So while you guys are working on that, a lot of people say to me throughout the years, why do we have to know this? Because there's cash registers for that and computers. And I tell them every year, it's so that you don't get ripped off, right? You need to have some idea what you should be paying for something, because you will definitely find people in your life that will try to rip you off, right? If you haven't already. Maybe your parents have told you stories. All right, so what's the answer? Go ahead and say it.
$6.35.
That was good. All right. Watch and learn if you didn't get it right. Okay, guys, here it is. So in my calculator and in your calculator, I would probably not type the 0 there because you don't need to. So I do 7.5 times the 0.8, because that's 100 minus 20%. And then the tax 1 point, this is where people mess up, 0.575. Okay? You have to put a 0 there. Otherwise, you're going to pay 57.5% sales tax, which is crazy. Again, you would get ripped off. And this is 6.345. And when we round it, we get $6. The 5 rounds before up. So $6.35. Okay, now again, it's always good to go back to your original thing and say it's $7.50, it's on sale with a little bit of tax, so it should be less, not more. Any questions?
Can we do one more?
We are going to do some in the book, actually. So in your book, you're going to turn to page 163. I'll write it up here for you. And we're going to look at just numbers 2, 4, 6. Nope, just 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6. Okay, I'm still recording this part of the book. Just so you guys know, keep it quiet. But we're going to look at, like I said, 2, 4, and 6 only. On your test, you're more likely to see the ones like number 6 because that is a word problem. Just like when I gave you that packet yesterday, it was mostly word problems. So 163. Some of you might want to just keep writing this in your notes, or you can just write it in your book. That's fine. So we have a $1,200 TV. We have no tax. We have a discount. Some people are really good with 10% type things, so they might just be able to do 10% and subtract. If you're not, that's okay. You could do the 100 minus 10 thing, right, to get 90%. And then you could do 1,200 times 0.9. Okay, so do that in your calculator real quick, and then someone raise their hand when they have it. Some of you already did that so fast. You have it? Okay, what do you have?
I have $1,080.
Okay, does that make sense, you guys?
No.
It should make sense because it's 10% off, and 10% of 1,200 is 120. So some people could do that without having to use a calculator. Okay, let's look at this one. We have $4.30 makeup. This is like Ryan's lip gloss or something. And 40% off discount, and then we have a tax. So first do the 100 minus 40. So that's 60%, right? So then we take 4.30. Do we have to put the 0? No. Times what? 0.6 for 60. Times what?
Times the 1.06.
Good. I'm glad you said the 0 because a lot of people are forgetting that. Okay, and Bryn has the answer. What do you have, Bryn?
$2.73.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
$2 and what cents?
73.
Okay, it makes sense because 40% is close to half off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you should expect it to be around half. So that's very good. Yeah, you should go shopping for your lip gloss this time of year, Ryan. Okay. A tennis racket at Sport City costs $180. Notice I'm out of word problems, so I start circling and underlining things. You should too. It's discounted 15%. The same model racket costs $200. at Tennis World and is on sale for 20% off. Which store is offering the better deal? On your test, you will have to compare two deals and decide what's the better deal. So this is pretty similar. So let's first look at this one, the 180, 15% off. So what should I times the 180 by to find that one?
0.85.
Good. So it's 100 minus 15, right? Which is 85. So this one's times 0.85. And the other one is going to be 20% off. So that's pretty easy. 200 times 0.8, right? Okay, so raise your hand for the 0.85. Who has that one? Ryan, you have that one? What's that one?
$153.
153 even?
Yes.
Okay, and then what's the 0.8? Do you have that one, Katie?
160.
It's 160 even, right?
Yeah.
So what's a better deal?
Sport City.
Yeah, so then where it says which store is offering the better deal, you would say Sport City, kind of running out of room. BC, it's $7 cheaper. Something like that, right? $7 less. That's a perfect explanation. You don't have to go into great detail here. Any questions on that? No? Okay, turn the page. I want to try to find one for you where it asks for the original price. Let me see if I can find one for you.
Oh, number 13.
Number 13 had it?
Oh, wait, on page 1.
Actually, no, I think this one's better. Let's see. Yeah, number 5. Look at number 5. You guys see it on the same page we were at. I don't normally assign the odds because they're in the back of the book, but let's look at this just because it's different. A bottle of hand lotion is on sale for $2.25. If the price represents a 50% discount, what is the original price? Anyone have an idea of how to do that one?
You go backwards. You divide.
You go backwards. So to find the discounted price, we multiplied, right? And remember I said the algebra part where you have to divide now? So if you look in your book to example 3, you see example 3 right here? I'll show you. They had the 30% off, so they did the $239 divided by this subtracted thing, right? They divided it. So on number 5, we could take $225, and what would we divide it by? 0.5. That's pretty easy. We don't really have to subtract from 100 because 100 minus 50 is 50, right? Okay, so what do you guys get when you divide it by 0.5?
4.5.
What do you get?
4.5.
Which is 450, and what do you notice about that 450 and 225?
It's
Exactly double, which is 50%, right?
yeah.
Half. So you're going backwards and you're doubling it. They're not all going to be 50%. Sometimes it'll be 30 or 40 or whatever. But instead of multiplying, you divide. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
I knew it.